So part of the learning schedule is, and we're all on some sort of trajectory, aren't we? But in this case, opening a business could be a restaurant, could be anything. This just happens to be a restaurant. And one of the factors that's seldomly factored in, or it's usually, talks about 5%, 10%, there's always a miscellaneous or something budget, but is delays, is waiting around. It's human. It's human nature. People are late, seldomly early, and if they are early, they're just kind of wasting time because they're too early. But inefficiency, human inefficiency. And you have to factor it in, and you also have to not try and control it. You got to let it ebb and flow. It's really important you let your team breathe, because you know who you've hired, you know who you're working with, and even if not fully yet, and this is a new relationship, it's human. Most of it is human. And so my ice cream buddy over at Polar Bear is waving hi. There he is. Hi. So it's human, right? Just what I just displayed there. It's just an interaction. It's human. We all have this big universe outside of work, and we're just trying to do the best we can. So, you have empathy, you have patience, but you also communicate it. Don't hide from it. This is kind of day 2 in a row, and nothing's really changed. So I have my little table I set up there in a bowl because I get bored waiting, but there's only so much you can do. There's only so many fridges and freezers you can clean and floors you can mop. I mean, right now I'm babysitting a work zone that doesn't have any workers in it. Just poor communication, and it's not just India at all. It is all over the world. And so you got to really factor this in, and you got to squeeze things tight enough without over pressurizing your situation, because if your people break, you got nothing. So so think of it first and foremost, you're building a team and you're delivering a culture, right? And it's going to stem from you. So this isn't something you can fabricate or bullshit for very long. So take care of your people, they'll take care of you. Yes, there are times you're going to be standing around, and who knows, depending on where you are, what your budget is, the factor, the people factor could be as high as 20% to 40%. It's so unpredictable. And that's why you have to cultivate that culture. Really understand your why behind everything you're doing, regardless of your business model or your industry. So that's it for now. I'll just be waiting around here. We got some holes dug. We got the old plumbing dug out. So we got a little faux wall, which I really didn't want, but apparently it's design here that won this one, but we split the difference by keeping it in half. And for me, this is all about transparency. So how far can I push a business to agree to be transparent, right? Nothing's hidden. There's no secret recipes or sauces. There's stories that you share, and you're breaking bread or whatever. It's about people, man. It's just about people. There is no status difference between a team member of any position, or a customer, or the business itself. And of course, got to remember those that can't speak for themselves always, unless through the lens of a tornado. But we got to remember the planet, and we got to buy local. We got to keep it local. There's a reason. We got to start to upskill, and sometimes just even go downskill back to traditions. Bring those crafts back. We're too regurgitated. We're a giant global market of regurgitated sames. So let's work on that. And yeah, it's hard, and it takes more attention, and to upcycle and root through attics and basements and secondhand shops and stuff, and even the landfill. and reclaiming stuff and bringing it back to life, repurposing it, giving it new makeup, whatever it is. So it's about people and just ultimately respect, and I think then that will ultimately form trust, and trust will be the bedrock of your culture. And with that, you can pass on your message, join messages, grow together. So here I am, waiting, ranting, and but happy and having a great time. So it's good to be back. I've been out of the business for a little bit, never completely out, but not my main focus. And this is the first concept I'm going to help design and build for Gen Zs. So I'm really excited about that, because I stopped building restaurants and building and changing and helping and whatever, and kind of scaling restaurants and hotels just before I started Trendy, the robotics company, and to tackle food waste. But now it's so I never got to build a concept that really involved them in adult decisions. I did kid themed stuff, and that's, I guess that was their age, 8 years ago, and now it's I get to build and be a part of something for the next gen. That's going to be really our trendsetters. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So Gen Z, here we come. India, love ya. It's been interesting so far. Through brainstorming, we've been about two or 3 months brainstorming alone, which is great, but it also creates so much fusion, confusion, right? Everyone loves to be a part of that story and conversation. So it gets pretty full pretty fast. A lot of chefs in the kitchen, so to speak, and but it's always the process, and it's fun. It's what makes these stories great and these experiences awesome. It comes down back to people. So people, that's it. Love you.